The Mike magazine will be coming to you with more exclusive interviews. Guess who's going to be next? I guess we will never know. Stay tuned to Delta Sip. Angela Buckney here, the voice behind the mic. Delta Sip, where we sip slow and talk what we know. And if you need a commercial, let me know. Want to advertise? Not a problem. We have affordable rates. Call 662-207-2077. The views and opinions expressed in this channel are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they may represent or affiliate with. And welcome. Let me get in here. And welcome to another segment of Delta Sip, where we sip slow and talk what we know. We do have a board meeting in progress. So I am in the process of trying to bring across this meeting so everybody can hear it. So give me just a second here. And while we're waiting on that, I do want you guys to know that they are looking for a school board member. The we got it's open. Hold on, I got an announcement. Just a second. So if you are interested in becoming a school board member, now is the chance to do that. You can go down to the city hall and let them know that you are interested, and I will be having some information for that in just a second, but give me just a moment, and I am about to pull this information through for you. So hopefully we'll be able to hear. And for some reason, I'm not able to hear. We can't see. I don't know what's going on. Why they not allowing us to see this meeting and what is actually going on. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that we are not able to hear what is happening. Just a minute here. Now, from what I gather, the school board is now in executive session. They went to, let me get in here. This meeting just started, okay, at 3 o'clock. It's 3:12, and they are now in executive session. Let me put the agenda up here. Hold on just a second. Let me stop this. They are now in executive session. This is hilarious. I'm trying to see what this board is doing, because in Memphis, they had a vote of no confidence, and they are in the process of getting rid of the entire board. Okay. Um, don't know if you guys have heard about what had happened in Cleveland allegedly. In the meantime, let me show you this. All right, now in Cleveland, we had allegations that there were several teachers who had several of the students to pick up boo boo using a baby wipe or some type of wipe, right? And we still don't know what the outcome is from that situation. But again, the parents were irate, they were upset, and any parent would have the right to be upset, right? And those are some strong allegations. Now, going back to Greenville, there is a Greenville school board position that is now open, and we are trying to encourage any and everybody who is wanting to take a stab at being on the board for the school here in Greenville to file the application today. Go on and file it, right? Because we know Monday is a holiday, right? Which is going to actually take a day away from what it is that you may be trying to do. You want to go on and take advantage of that now, by the end of day, because we need some good people on the school boards. Not saying that the ones we have right now aren't worth a fuss, but there is one seat that is available, open. You need to go on and fill it up, fill out your application, take it down, go to the city hall, tell them what I'm telling you. Okay. And after you do your application, take a picture of it so you can have it on file for yourself. Okay. And once you fill out for the position, let the Mike Magazine know. Let us know who you are. Okay. So we can know who the candidates are who are who are vying for this one position that is coming available. Okay. It is just too much going on in this district for us not to get involved or put our names out there and let people know that we are also interested in what is going on in our school districts. We cannot allow ourselves to just sit idly by and complain if something is happening, but you have the opportunity to at least say, hey, I want to put my name on the list. Now, let's talk about this agenda. What's on the agenda? Why they got us and everything is such hush hush. Let's get on here. Let's talk about it. Now, it says notice of special call meeting. What's the purpose for this special call meeting? Okay, it says the Board of Trustee, Greenville Public School District. A special meeting of the Board of Trustees of Greenville Public School District will be held on January the 17th, 2025, beginning at 3 p.m. Now, we were here at 3 p.m., but they're in executive session, right? Already at the Manning Curriculum Complex. It says the subject to be discussed or considered or upon which any form of action may be taken are as listed below. will be acted on at one time with no discussion. The Board of Trustee will also take up any other matters properly coming before the board. Now, let me pull up what's on the agenda here. Boom. Why do they have to be so secretive about what's going on? Just say what. Why can't you talk out front? It says call to order by Mr. Samuel Newsom Jr. Roll call. Newsom. Approval of agenda. New business. Consider approval of interim. Ah, that's what it is. They are meeting in secrecy to talk about who they want the interim superintendent to be. Why you gotta be so secretive? I think the general public should know exactly who's on that list and exactly who is going to be the interim superintendent. And why is it that we got an interim superintendent coming if, okay, if there's a lawsuit pending with Dr. Monroe? Why do you have to get an interim? See, I've been paying attention to Memphis, Shelby County schools, right? And they are not even allowing them to get rid of their superintendent. Now, I do have the actual paperwork that talks about what happened with Dr. Monroe, and we're going to put that information out there. And in this document, they are naming names. It is not redacted, and it spells out who is being sued and who played what part and everything that happened with Dr. Monroe's situation. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I asked the question, who authorized for that hmm, that going away celebration? Let me see, can I pull it up? Let me see, do I still have it? Let me see. Boom. Who authorized this announcement? That has been my question from the beginning. And from the beginning, guess what the Mike magazine has said? The Mike magazine has said, if, okay, if Dr. Monroe is glad to retire, then I am happy for Dr. Monroe. But check this out now. It happened so abruptly that it made me wonder, not just me, but plenty of people. First of all, why would the mayor jump out there to make an announcement for something that is happening for the school board? That was a red flag in itself to me. Okay. Um, because we come to find out that that paperwork was stamped December the 18th, I think, something like that. Okay, and we're going to put the paperwork out there to let you all decide, what do you think is going on? And it's full of allegations. It's alleging a lot of stuff. And one of the names that I've heard that they are trying to put out there to be the next superintendent was sitting in the room. Check this out. Was sitting in the room listening to personnel matters as it relates to people who work for the school district. Now, from what I'm told, nobody is supposed to be in executive session but the school board members. Now, I don't know how true it is. Maybe we make this stuff up as we go. Maybe I need to call down to the Mississippi School Board Association to see if it is feasible for people to come into the meeting, you know, just to sit down and listen, right? Then there are allegations of text messages. Listen, all throughout the indictment, this lawsuit, right? It is, it's got text messages out there. It's got names out there, and it's talking about a lot of stuff. So now I'm trying to see if they're going to pull a quick switcheroo and put the person who was allegedly in the meeting listening to what was going on with Dr. Monroe as the interim superintendent. Now, they say that this person is almost 80 years old. I don't know. And that every place that this interim person goes, this person doesn't stay long. Okay. Now, I'm just curious as to know who put this statement out there. I still want to know who put this statement out. Who put the statement out? Because we know that we have a lawsuit on our hands. We know for a fact that we have a lawsuit on our hands. How do we know? Check this out. None of this is being made up by me. I could care less. I don't know any of these people. I've spoken with all of them in all fairness to be fair with them. Understand that there was a lot that was discussed in the executive session, one being a new lawsuit that is being brought against the school district. Did you all discuss anything or do anything in regards to that?
There was no actions made in an executive session.
Thank you. Okay, so I didn't make that up. I'm telling you, that was the board's president, Newsom. Okay, let's hear about the person who was allegedly in the meeting.
Pardon me. Dr. Johnson, do you vote?
I'm here. We're moving executive session 11 and 12 is after 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Motion is carried. Now we're going into consideration of executive session. Sorry, my apologies. Yes, the approval minutes. Chair recognizes the motion.
Motion to approve agenda. I'm sorry, remove the minutes, but we should make a correction on the minutes, especially in the executive session. I think it's noted on that board, on that executive session that I did meet via teleconference, but it also needs to be noted in those minutes that Dr. Monroe was not present. She was excused out of the executive session, and then Dr. Richards was present as well as those in the executive session. That needs to be added about those minutes.
I'm not sure. What are you asking? You just wanted to note that Dr. Monroe was not in executive session. You said Dr. Richards was.
Yes, that needs to be noted in those minutes.
Well, it's up to the board. How do y'all want to deal with it?
She makes a question. I don't track time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine if you want to put it in there as a board decision, but Dr. Monroe did participate part of the executive session.
Well, I can understand this for board's decisions, but the guy can notate that I left the meeting and was telling the conference, it needs to be, so that's falsifying his records. And I'm telling y'all, I'm not giving you a part of this, you got falsifying the documentation. Dr. Monroe was asked to leave the executive session, it is, and Dr. Richards stated that on the executive session, it needs to be noted in those minutes.
Well, we don't normally put Dr. Monroe is in there. Or not. We just put the board members in the executive session, right? Yeah.
I don't put anyone who's in there.
Yeah.
Normal. I mean, if the board had, well, for the board, because the minutes have to show who's present, the vote by individual.
Parents are reaching out to me, and also not just. Now, we do know that they put it to a vote, and they voted not to put that information in the minutes. Now, why would they not want to put in the minutes that that person was in executive session? Sounds like it's going to be some trouble for anybody who was in that meeting. Going to be a lot of name calling. A lot of people wondering why. And another red flag for me was, why did Mayor Simmons, Eric Simmons, feel the need to make the announcement after this announcement was put out if he didn't put it first? I can't remember the way it was done, but anyway, either way, an announcement came from the mayor's office. And again, that stood out to me like a sore thumb. And, you know, for a lawsuit to come through, for us to have a lawsuit to come through, you know, it sticks out like a sore thumb. And you would think that with a lawsuit attached to what's going on, the mayor would have not made an announcement, such rash announcement, right? I'm questioning it all because see, a lot of these board members are being appointed, right? Again, we do know.
When I do the 24 audit, I'll know for sure.
When is that, when are you supposed to be finished with that?
We haven't started it yet.
It's not yet, not the end of the year.
No. So,
When do you start?
we haven't scheduled it. I've got to get with Ms. Bush and get that scheduled.
I remember it was, maybe this last one or one before, we were late on one of them, and does that affect us on a, from an NDE standpoint?
Well, if you've been late 4 consecutive years, then they'll start, there could be, and I don't deal with the NDE side, but there's some accreditation issues if you've been late 4 consecutive years. I'm not sure. I'd have to look back and see, where y'all are on that.
What do we need to make sure that we obviously get it in on time from you, and then our turnaround to submit it?
Well, I need to get with Ms. Bush, see if the financials done. I wasn't really sure where we're at with that, with the turnover and what's been going on there. So, I know that there were some issues also with being findings for consecutive years in a row. And the district maybe being on probation related to that. Again, I don't deal with the MDE side at all. I really don't even know what MDE probation really entails for the district, to be honest with you.
We learned about it last week.
Yeah. So that's, I'm just on the financial side.
Do y'all have any questions? And we thank you for coming.
Sure.
And I know it's taken a bit. If you could just go ahead and put it on your calendar for when you get finished with the 2024, that just come and talk to us about it. And that way we can figure out, in a timely manner, what it is we need to do.
Sure.
And make sure we get it right in the future.
Yeah, be glad to. Thank y'all.
Boy, 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 this thing gets funnier and funnier, people. What was that? What in the world? Let me get in here. Before I go on my rant, please, they do have the Greenville School Board position available right now. Go and file that application. Go on and do it today. I don't know what this board is doing. I don't know what just happened with this technical part. I understand you go into executive session, but when you come out, what is that? Why just shut the thing down? So Shad White, we probably gonna need you to come back through here because we need transparency over here. Where is the transparency? Where is the doggone transparency? Hold on, wait a minute. What in a poo dad poo, baby? Did y'all see nothing? Did y'all see what I saw? Which was nothing. So we gonna need them to be holding these meetings in person moving forward. Because I'm trying to see what was that? What was that? A bunch of BS is what I'm told. And that they talked about an interim and that they're looking at the person who served as a consultant, a volunteer consultant, to be the next superintendent, interim superintendent. And that person's name is named in the documents and inside of the lawsuit. What lawsuit? The lawsuit right here. Y'all hold on right quick. Understand that there was a lot that was discussed in the executive session, one being a new lawsuit that is being brought against the school district. Did you all discuss anything or do anything in regards to that?
There was no actions made in an executive session.
Thank you. No actions made in executive session, but we got the paperwork. We have the actual paperwork, the lawsuit that has been filed against three of them, and the president is one of the people, right? And this thing is full of allegations, and we're gonna read it, and we're gonna show you what we're looking at, so you can see it for yourself. Since there's no transparency, right? Um, and this is open to the public. It's out there in public domain. Now you're talking about. I know that a search committee has gotten together to say that they are looking for a new superintendent for the school district. Well, how do you know that? Well, check this out. Boom. How do we give me just a second? I'm getting ready to show you all these documents since we didn't get a chance to see nothing. So we're going to be transparent over here.
The Mike Magazine.